Breaking youth. Northern youth exposes northern elites, says they only want to use us for election, then they continue to spend Nigerians' money. Well, if you pay attention and you listen very closely and you see all that is happening, you will understand that Nigeria were in that very position or situation where only some people want to have, why the others, they don't really care what happens to others. As we speak, most of the elites in this country, yes, have dual nationality, okay, even if they don't have, they've so fortified themselves that they can go to other countries, buy property, and this will avail them opportunity to live there. Okay, they buy property worth millions and what have you, and they have the means of looking after themselves to remain in such an environment. Why they allow others to live in, like, if you call it a ghetto, I don't think you're wrong. You know, they don't mind how other people live and scramble for the very few left. These are some of the real terrible times, Nigeria is in. Please do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The northern elites only care about using us for their election and stealing billions, Ahmed Adamu Garuba revealed. Presidential aspirant Mr. Adamu Garuba has criticized the northern elites after the tragic incident that took place in Anambra State on Monday, the 23rd day of May 2022. According to the report by Daily Trust, some unknown gunmen allegedly killed a pregnant woman whose name is Fatima. Also, her 4 children were gruesomely murdered by these unknown gunmen. Mr. Adamu Garuba, while lamenting over the sad incident, took his Facebook page to blame the northern elite, who he refers to as weak and already polluted. As one of the cases of such incident, he said, he went on to say that these elites are only good at stealing billions of naira and storing it up for themselves, family and children's children yet unborn. Selfish individual. Furthermore, Garuba lamented the inability of these men and women to invest to build the media in order to protect the region. He went on to reveal that only those elites care about, all they care about is use the northern part of the country to win elections for themselves so that they can retain power, hold on to it very well, and never allow anyone else to rule so that they can be relevant. These are terrible set of people who do not want Nigeria to move forward. Adamu Garuba reminds Nigerians that Nigerians must never have anything to do with them, as most of them are only looking out for themselves, not the generality of Nigerians, and all they care about is how they can, what is the next big thing. I've been a senator, maybe I should become the governor of my state. Becoming the governor of your state is not the problem. What impact, what meaning, and how are you driving things to ensure that the nation transform and things become better? So these are things that we must seriously pay attention to. These are things we must look at. Adamu Garuba, since he left APC and revealed to Nigerians that APC is not a party who cares for the youth, okay, and does not want anybody to take over from them. He said it. He said, don't get it twisted. These people, they want to remain there forever and ever. They don't care what's happening to Nigerians. They only use the North to win election, as much as they can, but that's all they do. They don't do anything for the North. They don't create jobs. They don't do anything in particular to improve the nation. All they do and they work for is themselves. And to be quite candid, he's not just saying it because you feel he's embittered on something, but really, sincerely speaking, that is the truth. That's the true phenomenon and the true state of things. How many, apart from Dangote, how many of them have you heard created a system so much so that jobs has been created? And even Dangote, his business are not particularly, say, core north. Okay, his business are also then over down south. Okay, so he's improving and doing what he can, helping the nation. Something happened, in Enugu, and Adamu Garuba feels very strongly that if the Northerners has been doing things for them, for their people, and making sure that the voice of their people are heard and doing everything humanly speaking possible, then you'll be sure that this Northern elite who are only particular about what they will get will not be quiet in the face of all that is going on. They will do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that they give a great service to support people. Okay, they will do everything humanly speaking possible to see that they support people. Well, these are some of the things happening and why we must all be careful. Okay, we must. You see, so I mean, if this thing it boils down to education. Okay, so what the Northern elite does is that they ensure that the less privileged ones, to a large extent, remain, uneducated, largely cannot really have an understanding of all that is going on, so that they are forever dependent on them. So they are the ones calling the shot to a large extent. They are the one who feeds them, like their margeries. Why will you, in the north, that there are so many people that can pay Nigerians' debt? What would it cost you? You say you are serving God, and they talk about Sarah and the rest, that's given to the poor. Why, Jonathan started this whole building of, schools for the Amajeris, and he has a vision that one day an Amajeri will become a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, and the very northern governors were the one that laughed him to scorn, saying he wants to get rid of their, voting strength, because by the time these ones are educated, they know exactly what is going on. These very people will not allow themselves to be manipulated and used. And so this is what this guy is saying, that the northern elites are the ones, deceiving and using the people in the region with no real profits coming to the region. They use the people for themselves, and when they are done, they drop them, like a pack of cards. They just discard them. It's terrible, but it's the real occurrence of what is going on, and why Nigerians must begin to, take real closer look, at some of the decisions and things we're doing now. So at the end of the day, we have a better perspective of where we are headed. We can't continue like this. No. We just can't continue like this. Okay, we can't continue like this. The best time to make a difference is now. Let's not give chance, to all these deceitful plots and play that's all surrounding us. So at the end of the day, we can truly become a better people. Most of the northern elite, to be quite candid, are only looking out for things that, that gratifies them and gives them that opportunity to stay ahead, while the others are, forever dependent on them. Leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Bye for now.